Luca di Montezemolo is here. He became president of Ferrari in 1991. He revitalized the company and led it back to glory on the Formula One racetrack. In 2004, he became chairman of Ferrari's parent company, Fiat. It is one of Italy's largest industrial groups. Fiat's $44 billion auto division has experienced a remarkable turnaround over the last 4 years. But Di Montezemolo's influence extends beyond Fiat and beyond Ferrari. He previously headed Confindustria, an organization of Italian manufacturers, and he is outspoken in his views on the Italian government's policies. We'll hear more about that, but I'm pleased to have him back at this table. Welcome back.
I'm very pleased to be here again.
They say you do it right. You come here, you see the mayor, you consult with Citigroup, you see your friends in New York in both the financial and the social world.
Yes, I like the town very much, and unfortunately, in the last couple of years, I've got a lot of opportunities to be here, but in the last couple of days, I recuperate because I've seen many friends and very interesting meetings.
You have a great life.
Yes, Charlie, great life, yes. Thanks God, yes. A lot of pressure,
yes.
A lot of stress, but also a lot of satisfactions in the private life, with the family, with the friends. It is very important because at the end of the day we live once,
yes.
And in the business.
And your son is doing fantastic.
Yes, yes. I don't like to be the typical Italian father and say, "Oh, my son is a good boy," but frankly, he's a good boy.
Yes.
We say that he's a good. He's doing very well.
And he was very smart about this. He said, "My father's famous for managing great companies. I want to own my company.
Yeah.
I want to go out and."
Yes.
Even though you have this sort of remarkable relationship with the Agnelli family, it is, after all,
yes, he's doing
an
well.
industrial corporation. Your son decides he's going to do it on his own.
Yes, yes. He started from grass, step by step, not only for the name. I think I'm very proud of him.
All right, I'm going to get back to this later, but the last time you were here, we talked about always there are rumors about you and politics.
Yes, I remember very well. Then something happened.
Then something happened.
Yeah.
You got busy with Fiat, I think. So are you rethinking this now that there's been a recent change in government?
No. First of all, let me say that in this moment I'm very optimistic for my country because for 3 reasons. Finally, we have got a strong coalition with a very strong majority, and this is unusual in Italy. Second, I think that there is a good, until now, good atmosphere between majority and opposition, dialogue, respect. And third, because we are facing such a difficult economic moment that all of us, we have to work together to a common goal. So I'm optimistic on Italy.
But you've been critical of both Prodi and his reforms not coming along fast enough, and also you've been critical of Berlusconi, and you've been critical of both of them.
But you know, I think that for an industrialist, it's important to look ahead and to look and to try, as Kennedy said, to give something back to the country because we have received a lot from Italy. We are in good condition. Now, Prodi is a very nice person, correct person, but his coalition has been the far left coalition, I think, in Europe in the history.
The furthest left in the history of Europe.
Yes,
in Italy.
Yes, you know, we have got such a big presence of left parties, left and old mentality against the private property, against the future, against the merit, against the competition.
But as soon as you say that, people saying that the right that has come up around Berlusconi is as far right as anybody's been in a while. He's got very conservative factions in his coalition. Yes?
Yes. Of course, somebody can say that the best is in the middle.
Yeah, exactly. So that's where I thought you were trying to go.
Yes.
You made this famous speech in which a lot of people said, oh, my God, he's thinking about getting back into politics.
Yes. The answer is no, because I was busy with Confindustria,
right.
And I wanted to respect the mandate that I received from thousands and thousands of Italian entrepreneurs. Having said that, I'm convinced, and maybe something similar is in your country, that the traditional borders between left, right, I don't know, to be a safety country is left or right, to have good school universities is left or right, to have
a green revolution, left or right.
So I think this is old in Italy and all over the world. I think that now it's important to have programs, to have clear goals, to achieve the goals, and to think that, at least in Italy, my dream is to have a competitive country, but also with social attention to the poor people.
Can you have a competitive country unless you get a stable government?
No.
And you have not had a stable government.
But this is the reason why I mentioned before I'm now less pessimistic or optimistic, because finally we have a stable government.
A chance with Berlusconi?
Yes. Yes. I think Berlusconi now is in the process. He's let me say, at the end of his long career. He has 5 years in front to do something important for his own country.
Do you think he's learned his lessons?
I think so.
What are those lessons?
The lesson is sometimes it's better to do something more for the country and less for himself. This is a lesson.
So if I hear you, the lesson that Berlusconi should have learned is to do more for the country and less for himself.
Yes. Having said that, today he has, we have a very important fact in Italy, historic. We have just 6 political groups in the parliament. We have used to have 25, 30. This is important to have better governance of the country.
What does Italy and Italians, what do they do better than we do in America? Do you enjoy life more than we do? Do you appreciate culture better than we do? Do you what?
For sure is attitude of creativity, enjoy the life, and also to, how can I say in one word, to be more close to history, culture. On the other hand, because I like very much your country, I've studied here, we need to learn from you 3 things. Sense of state, more competition. From the school, from if you are as a poor child, you can become the president of the United States, or you become the president of a bank. In Italy, this is
the essence of the American experience.
Excellent. And also open to the world and open to innovation, to looking ahead. My problem in Italy is, unfortunately, we need to rebuild important elements of our country, of our state, for one reason. Because in the last more or less 10, 15 years, we haven't taken important decisions. And today, with the globalization, with the speed of the world, not take decision means flat. Means going back.
What are those important decisions you haven't taken? One, to create a competitive economy?
Competitive economy, more competition, more attention to education, to the school, less public expense. But again, because I love my country, and I like to take the opportunity of our traditional, I'm very happy to be here with you at least once every 2 years, I hope more in the future.
Yes.
You know, I love my country. I think that now we are in condition to take important decisions. In other words, we have no more excuse to do something important.
Exactly. You know, the Pope had a very successful visit here.
Yes, I know.
A very successful
happy.
visit.
I know.
I think it charmed America. They didn't know him. They had an impression of him that he was very much a doctrinaire person. It was much more open and engaging and charming. And
I think this Pope is everybody is understand now after a unique person in terms of personality, charisma.
John Paul II.
John Paul II.
On his way to sainthood.
Yes. Yes. Now we are in the process to everybody understand this Pope can play a very important role. Yeah. Not only in Italy, but all over, with very, very clear principles. I think I like him very much.
All right, let me go to Ferrari. You won the Formula One championship last year.
Yeah.
Are you going to win it this year?
Listen, I tell you this.
Tell me this.
We have won. The answer is yes, but I touch wood.
Knock wood.
We have won something unbelievable. I'm proud of my people, of our team
Your
spirit.
Ferrari people.
Yes, my Ferrari people and our team spirit. We have won 7 World Championship titles in the last 9 years.
You know, that was when you had Michael Schumacher.
Michael Schumacher and last one without Michael Schumacher.
Exactly.
Michael,
One without and...
Yes, and 6 with him.
You're right.
In the Christmas meeting, tradition, I say to my people, listen, 7 on 9 is nice, but 8 on 10 is more, is better. So we are looking for. It's very tough competition with the most important car manufacturer in the world. Everybody are there. We are, but I'm confident that we can win.
Who is the best driver in the world today?
I think there are 2 or 3. One for sure. 2 of them are in Ferrari, Raikkonen and Felipe Massa.
Yeah,
I think Alonso is very good, the Spanish one. And the young Hamilton, I think, is good. Having said that...
I thought he might win the... I thought he may be the best driver last year for a while.
For a while. But, you know, in the life, you can teach to me, to be the best, you have to win. You have to get results. You have to deliver something. He has done very good races, but at the end, he lose the championship.
And he lost it in the last few races.
For some mistakes, for mistakes of the team. I think that we won last year because Ferrari was and is a team, and our competitors lose because they are not a really team altogether.
You know, what about the scandal that they had?
Very bad. This
it was a poison on Formula One.
This is something very sad, very bad, because I can make a joke. I can say that I'm proud to see not only one Ferrari, but maybe 1.5 in the field. But this is bad.
In case the world doesn't know, I mean, the world does know, but in case somebody listening doesn't know, they found almost like the Ferrari playbook.
Yes. Many draws, many projects.
So the secrets of the engineering and everything else.
Yes.
Where did they find it? In a McLaren?
Through a link between a Ferrari member that has been fired from Ferrari and the McLaren team.
But didn't they find it at somebody's house or something? Where did they find it?
Yes, through email, through... so that was official, and this is the reason why McLaren has been penalized.
Yeah, but they weren't penalized enough to suit you.
Yes. No, that was very bad. You know, in my opinion, this is bad because whenever you cheat, whenever you try to take advantage, it was normal to say, okay, we got material from one of your people. Yeah. These are material, we will give you back. That is normal. Yeah. That was bad.
But I guess the judges in the end figured out that they didn't look like they used it very well.
No.
And that was the deciding point.
Yes. Yes, but they discovered email even for the McLaren drivers, said, well, we have tested some Ferrari information we've got in the wind tunnel, we got good advantages. In other words, very bad. Very bad, and thanks God we have won the championship, because if not, that was a big trouble for Formula One.
In your life, in your professional life, what has brought you the greatest satisfaction? The turnaround of Fiat, where you chose a very able CEO and you're the chairman, and the former CEO sort of left after you became chairman, or B, winning the Ferrari, winning the World Championship last time?
This is something that I think at quite often.
You do?
Yes, because when in your life you are so lucky, but to be lucky, you have to push the accelerator. In other words, you get a Formula One, even if it's the best car in the world, you have to drive it. Yes. My best satisfaction are several. If I have to say 3, apart from family, that is still the must, to have family and to have friends. Because in the life, to have a few friends is very... I don't like the people that have too many friends because I don't believe in them. But I don't like the people that have no friends. Right. Anyway, when we won the championship in 2000, after 23 years, that was a fantastic satisfaction.
Part of the credit, a lot of the credit goes to you. You came back and turned it around in 91.
After many years of work, what a big... Yes, but you needed to have fantastic people, good team, good organization, everything.
And a good driver.
And of course, a good driver. Having said that, a good driver without a good car and a good organization doesn't win. But a good driver is crucial. Then, when we won a prize, very important prize, organized by Financial Times and from a research company, Swedish, the best place to work in Europe, Ferrari. Means good quality, satisfaction of our people. This for me, because in the world, for an entrepreneur, the most important patrimonial is the people.
And if you have a winning record and you create the right culture, the best people will come to you.
Best people.
And you will be able to do it not 1 year, but 2 years, but 3 years, but 4 years.
Not only to win, but also to do the best car in the world, in my opinion.
All right. So do you think you have the best car in the world today?
Yes, definitely.
All right. We're going to show more. Let me talk to some Ferrari road cars.
Just one word on Fiat, if I may. Fiat, because you say, Fiat, I'm very, very proud. Having said that, I'm not in charge of the operation. I'm very proud of the choice we have done on the man. I'm very proud because now Fiat is a very competitive and profitable company, not only in cars. And I'm very proud because Fiat, at the end of the day, is the only car manufacturer in the world with the name in the brand. Fiat is mean automobile in Torino, Fabric Italian Automobile in Torino. And this is for Italy. Fiat is also a flag, so I'm proud for this.
How did he do it? I mean, you were losing money. General Motors bailed out.
Listen, I can give you an answer that can be simple, but is not. We have done better cars.
Yeah.
We have took a lot of attention to our people, improving the young, cutting too many organization level, and putting the client in the middle of our attention. If you want to be successful, you have to do better product than your competitors, full stop.
And focus on the customer,
Yes.
focus on the client. All right, let me take a look at some cars that are coming within. We'll talk more about the automobile business. You loved racing.
Yes.
But do you love the automobile business?
Yes.
As much as racing? As much as building?
Yes.
I mean, was Ferrari about racing for you, or was it about building a great motor car that would have a reputation and global sales that was the envy?
For me, personally, what I like the most is from a white page, to put a white page on this table, what car we want to do. Because whenever you think a car, you have to look at 4 years in front. 4 years in the world is like 10 or 15 years in the past. So
you have to look 4 years ahead.
Yes, in terms of design, in terms of performance, in terms of marketing positioning. In other words, what I like is from the white page to do a successful product. This is what I like the most.
So what he did was, number one, what? I mean, he brought in good people, he got a good quality, he got a great car, and he trimmed marketing, and what else?
Yes, and also a big focus on the priorities, clear goals, to respect the goals. This is also very important for the credibility.
All right, take a look at this. The first thing I'm going to see is a 2008 Ferrari F430. Tell me about this car.
This is a huge success. Is the super extreme version of the 430. Yeah. It's called Scuderia, like the team, and fantastic car. Fantastic because it's a racing car that you can drive easily every day. It's a huge success all over the world.
Tell me how many cars you own.
4. Fiat 500, Fiat 500. Right. I own a Ferrari 599.
Right.
I own a fantastic Ferrari, unique piece that Gianni Agnelli gave me.
You told me the story.
Do you remember? For my wedding. And I drive every day and Alfa Romeo car.
You drive an Alfa Romeo every day?
Yes, every day. And I like very much.
All right. Tell me what's about this one.
Oh, this is my Ferrari. It's a Ferrari 599, 12-cylinder, 2 seats.
How is it on gas?
Long waiting list, a huge car, because it's one of the quickest car in the world with very innovative technology and fantastic drivability. It's really a big success, and I love it very much.
Suppose I wanted to buy one, and suppose I had all the money in the world.
Yes. How long you have to wait?
Yes.
In this country, you are a friend of the chairman of Ferrari, so 15 months.
Oh, goodness. And do you have...
Even 12 months.
Even 12 months. Okay, tell me about this one.
This is a brand new car. This is a typical example
I like
of the white page. This car, is called California.
Yes.
For two reasons. First of all, is United States is our historic largest market.
Yes.
And two, we have got in the past, in the 60s, in the 50s, a very successful car called California. And
Right.
this is the first Ferrari double face. Is a convertible,
Right.
but you push a button, and you
Hard
can
top.
have hard top as a perfect coupe.
When is it going to be available?
Available at the beginning of 2009. We will present officially the car in October in the Paris Motor Show.
And how much will it sell for in dollars?
Well, the price is not decided yet, but the average price is around the same price of 430.
Which is?
That which it is 160.
160,000 will get you one of these, maybe.
Yes, something
Sounds
around
like a bargain
this.
to me. How much for this one?
This is not available yet in
America.
In America,
But it's selling in Italy.
We are talking with Sergio Marchioni, the Fiat CEO,
Right.
to do it because it's a fantastic small car,
Yes.
easy to drive. Next year we will also the convertible, good for the town,
Right,
good for
perfect town
everyday
car.
use, and huge success all over Europe.
Small cars are expanding rapidly
Yes,
because
rapidly.
we also. Do you make any hybrids at Fiat?
Yes.
You do?
We do a car half methane, half fuel, but we are working very hard, even in Brazil, with ethanol. But this car is very low consumption, the Fiat 500, very simpatica, very, how can I say, simpatica, different colors, different possibilities. I think we will come in this country, and I think that car can face a big success in the country because it's like a motorcycle, but you can enjoy it.
I don't know. I think small cars, smart cars are coming
Marca,
to
you
America.
cannot go out for the weekend
right,
also.
right. This
is a new
Lancia.
Lancia Delta,
Lancia,
very
right.
classic, chic car. It will come out in next week in Torino.
All right, and this?
And this is Alfa Romeo. Alfa Romeo is Alfa Romeo 8-cylinder Spider, very good car, and we want to come back in the States. You remember the Graduate with the Duetto dusting off
yes.
with this brand, with these cars, and the next year I think will be the year.
China, India. Do you have any market penetration there?
Yes, in India we have a very important joint venture with Ratan Tata.
He is doing an amazing job, isn't
Fantastic.
he? I mean,
he's a fantastic person.
Really
He's a very good man. He's a very good entrepreneur, and he has a huge group. He has both
Land
Jaguar
Rover and
Land
Jaguar.
Rover. And
this new little car that sells for $2,300.
Yes, for India. And we have a very important joint venture with him. I think this will be important for India and will be a bridge for other countries in the Far East.
Now, do you have despite the GM investment went bad or they sold out, in
Yes.
fact, do you have joint ventures with any other automobile companies like?
Yes, we have to do some model together with the Peugeot group for commercial vehicles.
Yeah.
We have sold our platform to Ford for the new Ford car, the small Ford car, and no other big joint venture, apart from the Tata Group in India.
The green revolution is upon us. You know,
Yes.
I mean, how is that going to change a company like Ferrari,
Well,
if at all?
yes,
You're in a luxury, high-performance market.
yes. We are putting lot of attention for the research in this field. In the last Detroit Motor Show, we have presented the first green, how can I say, Ferrari.
Yes.
And
A green Ferrari that's
yes,
red.
as a green Ferrari, and with good success. We are working very hard, and I think we will come out in the next 5 years with some important surprise.
Tell me how you see the global economy.
This is a fascinating question because it's a black and white. You see huge improvements everywhere. If we met 2 years ago, I didn't mention to you Turkey, Brazil, Emirates, with such a big growth like now. Of course, China. China is becoming also important potential export company. India, beside many controversial situation inside will become very, very strong. Europe is reacting. United States is facing a difficult economic moment, but still United States is the largest consumer company in the world. So I think
the largest economy in the world.
The largest economy in the world. So
and the rest of the world did feel the repercussions of the American credit crisis.
Yes. I think that we have two major problems today all over the world. Is the cost of the energy and the cost of material for agriculture, for food. This is something that if you look from one side, it means that many companies, poor company in Africa, now have money to buy food. And this is the reason why the price goes up. On the other hand, this can heavily affect the poor people. So again,
we have a food crisis in the world.
Yes, food crisis in the world. But on the other hand, I think that this can really open the eyes far more in the social problems. I think this is important to look at the poor people and to put together competitivity, environment, and social attention.
Now look back at this life that you've led, this remarkable life. Tell me what you think contributed the most to your success. What qualities? I mean, passion, energy, intelligence, or capacity to network with friends, the ability to engage with important people who trusted you. What among that collection of things have enabled you to reach this enviable position?
It's always difficult to talk about ourselves.
I agree.
I prefer the other people can talk about. But I think hard work, example to your collaborators, curiosity. Every day I understand how many mistakes I do and how many things I learn every day. This is important because if you are always challenging with yourself, looking ahead, reading a newspaper, walking in the street, you learn experience. And to have with you people they are better than you. This is crucial. Respect them, work together with them, and look ahead all the time. Not look back, look ahead all the time, but also, in the same time, to have passion, to have respect, and to have also, when I mean friends, the human element. I always say Ferrari technology is hot technology because there is passion, there is people, there is spirit, and it's not a cold.
Exactly, it's an emotion. It's the people who are involved in something like that.
Yes,
it's beyond numbers and beyond just questions of sales and marketing and finance. It's a question of how do we not only create the best, but make it also something that has, a unique place in the world.
And then, Charlie, I always repeat to my people, we don't sell a car, we sell a dream. Yeah. And this is something important. Ferrari has to remain something unique. Design, quality, technology, emotion of driving. It's difficult to transfer in words what Ferrari means. But let me just say one final, if I may. I think that in the life, when you are lucky, you have, first of all, to be always scared. What can happen to me tonight? Because I'm too happy. On the other hand, you are obliged to think of the people that has received less than you. This is something very important in the life. In the life, you have to look ahead and you have to be proud of what you have done, but also you have to think that you can do something for other people always.
Absolutely. Thank you for coming. Great
Thank you very much.
See you this summer in Italy, hopefully.
And hope to be back soon to you.
Thank you. Back in a moment. Stay with us.